Hey guys, so after the last Q&A, you left me like more than 100 questions, so let's get into these. Can you do a video on bails? How to sense when a trick may go wrong, how to get out of it, how to prepare to fall with the least damage as possible. Yeah, so I've already made a video about that, so I'll link it in the corner. And if there's any questions where I'll give you a brief answer, but if I've got a video with more information, I'll just put it up there. What helmet is that? So the helmet that I wear is called Sandbox, and they're a company based out of Whistler. Do you have any tips on how to 50-50 on boxes without falling off before the box ends? Yeah, definitely. So practice lots of straight and flat riding on the snow before you go to the box. Make sure you can ride straight and flat with some speed and that you're balanced over your board with your knees bent and back straight. Hi Kevin, I really enjoy your videos. I was wondering, what did you find difficult when you started snowboarding? So I remember my first day snowboarding, the thing I found the most difficult was stopping. I can actually remember doing a turn and then going towards the side of the run and into the forest and not being able to stop and having to just crash to stop myself. Hey, I'm a second-year snowboarder and want to advance my park riding. Got any tips? So if you want to start riding park more, get out there and challenge your riding, ride different terrain, practice riding with some speed and in control, and also practice riding switch. I've got a full video on preparing to ride the park that I'll link up in the corner as well. Is there a way to practice pendulums or carving at home? I think the best way to practice for snowboarding at home is to pick up a skateboard. When I go off a jump or try to approach a rail, it feels like everything goes too quick and I can't stay balanced. What are the best things to learn first for starting park riding? So when you're first riding park, everything seems like it's going by really fast because there's so many different things to think about. As you build your confidence and gain more experience in the park, then things will start to slow down because there's not so many things to think about. I've actually got a list of the 10 tricks you should learn first, and I'll link it up there. I have problems with my backside 180s. Most of the time I land on my stomach because I lose control in the air. Do you have any tips for me? So if you're landing on your stomach, then you're probably not balanced on the takeoff. Look back at how you take off from the jump and make sure you're nice and balanced, and then you should have a balanced landing. Long-time watcher, somewhat first-time commenter. What do you recommend to those people who are scared of speed and losing control of their boards? So I'd say that you'll have more confidence for riding with speed when you have more control over stopping. So practice your turns, being in control on both your heels and toes. The more control you have over stopping, the faster you'll be able to go. Any tips for powder riding, trees, etc.? Yeah, I've got videos for riding powder and trees, and I'll link those right there. What qualifications do you need to be able to teach snowboarding at Whistler? I believe you only need your snowboard level 1. When I started teaching there, I just had my level 1, so I think that's all you need. Some resorts will hire you even if you don't have your level 1, but are planning to take the course, so that if you do pass the course, then they'll put you on to teaching lessons. Do you plan on making any snowboard montage videos to showcase your tricks this season, or are you going to focus on tutorials? So I'd like to do both this season, have some videos that are just for fun of riding and doing tricks and, cliff drops and yeah, just fun videos like that, but I'll also do lots of tutorial videos too. Which video editor do you use? So I edit my videos with Adobe Premiere. Do you think you'll ever do instructing again? I probably will at some point. Right now I'm just too busy with Snowboard Pro Camp and filming and making videos, so that takes up all my time in the winter. But maybe at some point I will, but no plans right now. What is the best training before snowboard season? So there's lots of different stuff you can do. You can skateboard, you can get into an exercise routine, you can pick up a foam roller and do some of the rail training. I'll link some of the videos up there. Do you have any tips on filming snowboarding? I'd say the best way to learn to film is just by doing it a lot. Get your camera out, film your friends or yourself, and then watch the videos back. It's a great way to learn. I've also made a 10 tips video for filming with a GoPro, and I'll link that in the corner. What do you do for a living? So for half the year, I earn money from Snowboard Pro Camp from the ads and the videos, and the other half of the year, I work as a painter and wood stainer, doing like home renovation type stuff. And this year I'm actually trying to work on Snowboard Pro Camp year round, and that's why I've set up the Patreon page so that people, if they want to, can donate $1 or $2, and that'll help me to work on this full time. How did you like high school as a teenager? Were you snowboarding when you were in high school? So when I was in high school, I didn't really like it. My grades were pretty average. I was always just looking forward to the day that I was done high school and then I could be free to do whatever I wanted. I did snowboard in high school. There was a snowboard club that we would go snowboarding every Tuesday. That's how I got into snowboarding. So that was really cool. But yeah, I used to always just look at the Weather Channel and look at the how many runs are open in Whistler. I used to dream about the day that I was done school and I could move to a mountain town. I have a hard time with front shifties. I can't twist back. Any tips? Yeah, so for shifties, think about your front foot and front hand turning in opposite directions, and that'll help your shifties. How do I wax my snowboard? When should I wax my snowboard? Yeah, you should wax your snowboard, every 5 or 6 times you go snowboarding, and at the beginning and end of the year, and I'll link a video in the corner to my waxing video. This season will be my first time snowboarding. Any tips? So there's so many tips that I could share with you for your first day of snowboarding, but it'd probably be easier just to check out the beginner snowboard playlist. How long have you been snowboarding? So I think I've been snowboarding for 17 years now. How do you get a job and live at a resort? So the best way to live at a resort is, move there and then get a job. You just do it. There's no secret, there's no trick. There's lots of jobs at ski resorts. There's a big turnover, so people are constantly coming and going. Just give it a shot. All right, so I like this question. Who influenced your riding? So the people that influenced my riding the most were the other instructors that I worked with in Whistler. When I first got there, I remember there was just so many good snowboarders, and they were also awesome teachers and coaches. And I just wanted to be like them, and so that pushed my riding, and it pushed me to become a better teacher too, because I was learning from the best. So shout out to the teachers in Whistler. You guys are awesome. So thanks again for all your questions, guys. Sorry I couldn't get to all of them. I'm gonna try to do this every Thursday to answer as many of these questions as possible. I'm gonna post a few bonus questions up on the Patreon page, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be the front board to fakie, and I'm gonna start working on that one right now.